show cause calendar for 1:30. Let's see, as most of these cases have been on the calendar before, let me go and see where we are and who's with us this afternoon. Position number 1, George Aguilera Suarez.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm here for Mr. Aguilar. We have come to an agreement, so we should be presenting a plea today.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Position number 2, Hakeem Allah.
Your Honor, Robert Springer with Thomas Flugen's office on behalf of Mr. Allah. He is present in the back of the courtroom. I believe we're close to a resolution. I just need to speak to the prosecutor briefly after the call.
Okay, very good. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yep.
Position 3, Tavian Feaster.
Good afternoon, Judge. That's going to be my case. I've made entry into this case. We have reviewed discovery. We are still in negotiations with the state judge, but however, can we be set for a jury trial calendar?
When did you receive, Ms. Helen, when did you receive the offer in the matter?
Let me check my email. Give me 1 second.
January 9th.
I was told January 9th, Ms. Helen.
That's correct, Judge. Mr.
Okay.
Feaster will not be accepting the offer in this case. And we have reviewed that discovery, but Judge, we're still in negotiations with the state, but we'd still like to be set for a jury trial calendar.
I'm happy to do that, Ms. Helen. It's my concern, though, that quite often the solicitor's office, once we get to this stage and place it on a jury trial calendar, will withdraw their offer. If that's the case, then there's no place to go for the case except for a jury trial. So what's the state's pleasure as far as that goes?
If we could just get one more reset on the final calendar, Your Honor.
Okay.
Helen did provide additional information.
And Judge, I don't disagree with the final plea calendar as well.
I'm going to set it for the next available jury trial calendar. As such, Mr. Feaster, you're free to go this afternoon. All right, have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Position number 4, Anthony Knox. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Knox. Are you represented by counsel?
No, I'm not.
Okay, would you like to speak to the solicitor today?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Have you made application for a public defender before?
Yeah, I did. They said I didn't qualify.
Okay, have your circumstances changed since the last time?
Kind of between jobs right now, so I'm probably talking.
Okay. Let me let you talk to Ms. Rosenhoover this afternoon to see if you qualify at the present time, okay? All right, we'll be with you. Thank you, Mr. Knox. Position 5, Silka Monroe. Yes, Mr. Bastian is your attorney?
Yes.
Okay, and he knows that he's doing court this afternoon?
Yes.
Okay, I'll hold for his announcement. Thank you. Position 6, Justin Pearson. Justin Pearson with us?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mary Beth Snyder for Mr. Pearson. He is logged on. Mr. Pearson, if you can just turn your video on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good afternoon to both of you. Where are we
Good
with
afternoon,
Mr.
sir.
We were recently retained on this case, and so we'd be asking for a reset to another final plea to allow us to get discovery and try to negotiate with the state.
Okay. I will further notice you to a future final plea calendar, Ms. Schneider.
Thank you,
Given
Judge.
your circumstance. Okay, I'd like to, the next time you come, this is a 2018 case, either be prepared to enter into a negotiated or non-negotiated plea or to be placed on the next available trial calendar. But since you were just retained, I will give you the opportunity to get what you need to get, okay?
Absolutely, Judge. Thank you so much.
Okay, very good. If nothing further, you all have a good afternoon.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Position 7, Melvin Peaks. Mr. Peaks with us? Or his
That was
attorney?
my case, Your Honor, Karen Shelley, and I apologize. I'm just not feeling well today. So if I say anything stupid, just tell me to shut up. But Mr. Peaks it's going to be my case. And is Mr. Peaks present in court or on Zoom?
Mr. Peaks with us? Do you have contact information for him, Miss Shelley? Sorry you're not feeling well.
It's okay. I do not have contact information.
Have you been in touch with him at all?
Nope.
Okay. If Mr. Peaks doesn't arrive by the end of the calendar, a bench warrant will be issued.
I have no objection to that, Judge.
Okay. Position number 8, Marcia Rodriguez.
Good afternoon, Judge. Ms. Rodriguez is going to be my client. I don't see her here in the courtroom. If we have a Spanish interpreter on, could they sound for her? I don't see anyone that could be, but.
The interpreter has not joined yet, but they have been confirmed for the calendar. They just haven't joined.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Glanville. I'll hold for your announcement.
Thank you, Judge.
Position number 9, Carla So. SOW.
I believe that's going to be my case, Your Honor, but I have not entered an appearance. And if she's available, or she in court or on Zoom.
Does not appear so. Do you have contact information for her?
Nope. It's an old case. It's from 2016. I'd ask the state to dismiss this.
She's charged with no proof of insurance and failure to yield when
I can hear you.
turning. That's a 2016 case.
We can talk about it, Miss Karen.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll place you into a breakout room. Whose case is this?
This is my case, Your
Okay,
Honor.
so we'll put you into a breakout room. Okay, on the show calls calendar, Nathan Broom. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Broom. Let's see,
That
Ma'am?
should be Miss Shelley's client. I'll speak with him, Judge.
okay. So, Ms. Shelley, Mr. Broom is in court with me. Ms. Robertson Hoover is going to speak with him on your behalf.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm not feeling well today. It's just, I do apologize.
But nothing to be sorry about. It happens to all of us. Position number 2 and number 3, Antonio Grant. Good afternoon, Mr. Grant. Let's see, do you have counsel representing you? Would you like to make application for the public defender? Okay. Would you like to speak to the solicitor this afternoon? Okay,
I'll speak with him, Your Honor.
all right, thank you. We'll have someone speak with you, Mr. Grant. Okay, let's see, that concludes my calendars. Is there anyone in the court with me or on Zoom that did not hear their name or that joined me late? Okay, if not, court will be in recess until I have an announcement or a plea that's ready.
Thank you,
Yes.
Judge.
And Judge, I believe that's all the cases I have. I'm gonna stick around to see if Sarah needs any additional help or Karen needs additional help.
The
Okay,
histories for
thank you,
today.
Ms. Helen, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, I would also like to know, who is it that was supposed to be placed in the breakout room again? Is Karen Shelley, with who?
Yes,
Right.
it's
I got it.
Right, they're not available right now. I'll let you know when they are available to go into the breakout room, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, we'll be in recess until there's an announcement.
Judge, Miss Shelley is logged on. Just give her a second here. I think that there was some internet connectivity issues.
Okay, that's not a problem. Ms. Casadakis is in the courtroom right now anyways. So we'll be with you, Ms. Shelley, as soon as Ms. Casadakis gets back with us.
I'm back. Thank you. Yes,
Oh,
you
okay,
just dropped, but thank you for your
Okay.
patience.
Okay,
Mr. Knox does qualify for our services. I conveyed the recommendation to him. However, our office doesn't have the discovery right now or today. He is requesting a jury trial, but I would ask the court to place this on one additional final plea calendar, so Ms. Shelley or Ms. Helen can get caught up to speed.
okay, we'll place it on a future final plea calendar.
Thank you, Judge.
And you have Mr. Knox's contact information.
I do.
Okay, Mr. Knox, someone will be in touch with you. Your case will be rescheduled to the next available final plea calendar. And we'll see you back then, sir. Have a good afternoon. Afternoon, Mr. Bastian.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Okay. When you catch your breath, let me know where we are with Miss Monroe's case.
Sure, I will.
Okay.
Waiting for the, I'll catch up with you.
Yes.
Mr. Grant, can you stand up? He's got the 2015 case, all three are gonna be dismissed, and then he's got the 2018 case, he wants a jury trial.
Okay, so position number 2 on the show cause calendar is gonna be null pros?
Yes.
And-
It's gonna be jury trial,
Okay,
yes, and I'll pull up the paperwork right now, you're on his class.
all right, Mr. Grant, you've been charged in case 21 CR 002375C with obstruction of a law enforcement officer, fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, and failure to obey a police officer. Each of these charges carries with it a year in custody or $1,000 fine. It's my understanding that you wish to have a jury trial on these charges. Is that correct, sir? Yes, and what did you want to say to me?
I was gonna say, speaking of police officer, he was not a police officer. He was a security guard.
Okay, so let me just say, Mr. Grant, I just want to advise you that you have a right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. I don't know anything more about your case than what it says here today, so you do have a right to have a jury trial on this. But I just want to let you know what the seriousness of this could be. And if you wish to get a lawyer to help you with this, I would advise you to do so. If you have a jury trial, you would have to not only pick the jury yourself. If you go pro se, you would have to present evidence and know how to do that and all of those things. Okay, Ms. Casadakis, is this a case where the state is going to require a jury trial, or if Mr. Grant concedes to having a bench trial, which would just be before me, if you all would consent to have a bench trial? Okay, so Mr. Grant, you can either have a jury trial where you have your peers listen to the evidence and render judgment, or you can have a bench trial, which would just be before me. Okay, so you have the right to have either one of those. So it's up to you as far
I'd
as,
like to be judged by 12, y'all.
okay, so we will, yeah, it'll be a jury of 6, given that this is a misdemeanor. But I just want to, again, and I will, once the jury trial comes around, let you know too that whatever the rules of evidence, you're going to have to participate and follow the rules as with the state. Okay, they have to prove that you're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, but you can bring in any evidence. You have the right to testify on your own behalf, but you also have the absolute right to remain silent. Okay. So when you come back, we're going to further notice you for a jury trial. when you come back for that jury trial, I need for you to be as prepared as you want to be, having all of your witnesses, if you have witnesses subpoenaed, and things of that nature, okay? You have any questions for me this afternoon? Okay, so we're gonna further notice you to a jury trial, okay? If nothing further, Mr. Grant, you have a good afternoon. Do you want to wait to get that null pros? Okay, so as soon as she gets it to me, I'll get it signed and we'll give it to you. You're welcome. Are you ready to go into the breakout room, Ms. Shelley?
I am, sir.
Okay, so if we can place Ms. Sadakis and Ms. Shelley into a breakout room. Mr. DeCosta, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
I got it. That's there.
Okay, if you give Mr. Grant a copy of that for me. Ms. Casadecas, are we ready to take the plea on Aguilar? Is that your case or is it?
That's my case, Your Honor.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, let me know.
Give me 1 second.
Hey.
Judge, I have another announcement.
Yes.
For position number 1 on the show cause calendar, Mr. Jonathan Broom. I did speak with him. I conveyed the state's recommendation. This is Miss Shelley's case, and I don't believe it's going to be a plea today, Judge. He's also requesting a jury trial calendar. But I would again ask the court to consider a final plea calendar.
Okay, given that this is a 2019 case and I want to move it along, it's on a show cause calendar, which means that Mr. Broom didn't show up for a previous calendar, most likely. I am going to place it on the jury trial calendar. If it's resolved prior to that time, then we'll take a plea on the date of the trial calendar. If it's not resolved, then at least it's set down for the trial calendar. That calendar won't be for a few months, so at least 3 or 4. So that should give Ms. Shelley enough time to get all that she needs to get for the case. Okay.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
So Mr. Broom, and are you still with me, Ms. Shelley? Okay, so Mr. Broom, you'll hear from Ms. Shelley, hopefully in the near future. I'm going to place your case on the next available trial calendar, which most likely won't be until May or June. That should give Ms. Shelley enough time to do whatever investigation she needs to do. And if there's nothing further today, you're free to go, sir. Okay. Okay. Counsel, we're ready.
Your Honor, would the court allow me to translate for him? He doesn't speak a lot of English.
Okay.
Inglés entiende.
That's fine with me as long as it's fine with, okay. Good afternoon, sir. I'm Judge Eric Morrow.
El juez Eric Mara.
Would you raise your right hand for me, please?
Levante su mano derecha.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Usted jura que el testimonio que va a dar hoy va a ser toda la verdad, la completa verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí.
Yes.
Thank you. You can place your hand down.
Le bajaron.
Skip the air.
The state's recommendation on all counts is 12 months to serve 3 days.
Yes, Your Honor. I actually did have a question, a small confirmation, regarding the 3 days. He did serve, sometime when he was initially arrested. This is a very old case and, counsel had, some issues trying to find a confirmation of how long he had been arrested, but he was detained for a couple of hours exactly. I don't know, but I did believe we did. Yes, it was less than 24 hours. So we wanted to confirm if we could get at least credit for time served, either part or in full. And if there was a possibility of getting a 2-for-1 option.
The jail does give 2 for 1, so the most that he would have to serve would be an additional a day, but is there a history of? Okay, so I don't think that I have any flexibility with that, but I can allow him, if you would like for him to do it on a Saturday, or whenever he wants to do it. It'll be most likely one more day. We'll give him credit for time served 1 day.
Lo que le están pidiendo es de que si necesita puede hacerle un fin de semana, pero necesita hacer un día completo. O sea, llega tempranito y sale por la noche. Pero es un día completo porque tiene la historia, lo que estábamos avisando. Y él no tiene ninguna discreción para poder reducirlo o eliminarlos por el historial que tienen. Pero obligatoriamente tiene que ser un día al mínimo.
Okay.
Y pues usted puede, si le parece un sábado.
No, es que yo estoy trabajando en el restaurante. Y estoy trabajando
¿Algún día en particular?
entre semana, yo puedo venir lunes o martes.
Your Honor, he states that he, preferably in the week because he actually works in restaurant business and his days are, he has a full day on weekends. So if Monday or Tuesday would be
Whatever day
available.
he chooses is fine with me, but he'll have to give me a day today so
Absolutely.
that we can put down on the paperwork when he plans on turning himself in.
Cualquier día está bien, nomás que tiene que decir un día en particular hoy. ¿El lunes? Monday, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's see, today is the 7th, and it's Wednesday,
Yes, Your Honor.
5 days from now, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that the 12th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Monday, February 12th at, what time would he like to turn himself in?
¿Le parece el lunes 12, el próximo lunes? ¿A qué horas está bien para llegar?
No sé la hora que
Whatever Your Honor disposes.
Okay, is he gonna work that day? If he wants to turn himself in after work, that's fine with me. If he
¿Ese es
wants
un
to turn
día
himself
que
in
está
first
libre?
thing in the
Sí.
morning.
Oh, he doesn't work that day, so he can
Okay,
come
so
in early morning.
why don't we say 10 o'clock?
¿Las 10? ¿Está bien? Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, so we'll, on that date, so Ms. Githia, I think you were still in the middle of your recommendation.
Thank you.
So 12 months to serve 3 days. Credit the time served 1 day. An $800 fine. 240 hours of community service. To do an alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment. Risk reduction course. 1 victim impact panel. And license forfeiture. Oh, but my understanding is he doesn't have a license.
This is correct.
And does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further, counsel?
That should be it, Your Honor. Just notice that he has been proactively getting all his ducks in a row. He has already completed his evaluations, DUI class and a victim impact panel. So he has been, and he's got a few of his community service hours already prepared. So he's been trying to get this cleared as soon as possible, and he's very apologetic about it.
Very good, okay. If nothing further, Mr. Aguilar Suarez, it's my understanding that in case 17 CR 009238E, you wish to plead guilty to DUI, less safe, driving without a valid license, striking an unattended vehicle, and failure to report an accident. Is that correct?
Señora Aguilar Juárez, es mi entendimiento de que en el caso 17CR 009238E, usted se está declarando culpable por los cargos que le mencioné hace ratito. ¿Está de acuerdo con eso?
Sí.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
¿Está bajo la influencia de algún medicamento, drogas o alcohol en este momento?
No.
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Y está siendo representado por su abogado y está satisfecho con su representación?
Sí.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Usted entiende que usted tiene el derecho de presentar su caso o su argumento ante un jurado, y para presentando su declaración hoy día, ¿usted está renunciando a este derecho?
Sí.
Yes.
Has anyone forced you to plead guilty?
¿Es que alguien lo ha obligado a declararse culpable?
No.
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated.
Está aceptando la declaración como negociado.
I will also, I appreciate you going ahead and getting many of the things started at least.
Agradezco de que haya comenzado a cumplir con varios de los requisitos que se le había pedido.
When you complete the remainder of the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status.
Y cuando cumpla con el resto de los términos, voy a ponerlo para que pueda continuar su probatoria como no reportando.
Okay.
Okay,
which
thank you.
means that you will still be on probation, but won't have to report or pay the monthly fees.
Y lo que eso quiere decir es de que todavía va a estar bajo probatoria, pero no necesita de reportarse y no necesita de estar haciendo los pagos mensuales.
Okay.
Understood?
And he knows where he needs to go turn himself in.
Y sí sabe dónde necesita de presentarse para entregarse el día 12.
No, no.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so we need to give him where he needs to turn himself in.
Yeah, he just has to fill out.
Okay, perfect.
And we also will give him where he needs to report for probation.
Yes.
And I'll ask that once you get out, that you report to probation within the first 2 weeks or so.
Ok, entonces ahorita se le vaya a dar unos documentos para llenar, para igual para dar detalles dónde se necesita entregar y luego también detalles para lo de probatoria. Necesita reportarse a probatoria dentro de la primera semana o 2 semanas después de salir de su tiempo de detención. Understood?
Anything further?
No información.
Okay, so we'll get you that information and then you're free to go. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Once we get those details, may I be excused?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Yeah, she's bringing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
From Allah, yeah, I just got.
Are we ready with Mr. Allah? Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Allah.
Good evening.
Can you raise your right hand for me?
Sir.
Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you.
The state's offer is for the DUI alcohol per se. It is 12 months to serve 24 hours, credit for time served 24 hours, balance probated, to pay a $600 fine, to do 40 hours of community service, to do an alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, to take a risk reduction course, and attend 1 victim impact panel. And the remaining charges, the speeding, failure to maintain lane, and DUI alcohol less safe, be no cost. Does the defense stipulate to the facts you and I need?
We do.
Anything further, Mr. Springer?
Yes, Your Honor, I just wanted to clarify one thing. So my client was kind of put through the ringer with this case. He previously was represented by counsel. That attorney was disbarred, did not do anything on his case after taking his money. An ALS appeal was not filed. He served an entire year-long ALS suspension and then ended up missing court and having a bench warrant in this case. So when he discovered that, he retained me. We got all of that straightened out, but he has already served the full license suspension. My understanding is that the court does not need to suspend his license because he has already served the full year. But I was still hoping that we could get an affidavit of first conviction. This is his first lifetime. So in the event that there is some discrepancy with DDS or he needs a limited driving permit, I wanted to see if we would be able to get an affidavit of first conviction from the court.
I don't have any objection. Does the state?
No objection.
Okay, we'll
And it may be that he doesn't need it. He may go to DDS and they can shred it, but if he needs one, I want him to have it in hand.
Yeah, we'll make sure that he gets that.
But otherwise, Judge, we just ask that you accept the plea as negotiated. He has completed the victim impact panel and he has signed up with counseling already. So he's well on his way to moving past this incident.
Very good.
Is there anything you want to say? Okay. Nothing, Judge.
Mr. Allah, it's my understanding that in case 22 CR 0000937F, you wish to plead guilty to DUI per se. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Let's see, I appreciate you going ahead and getting some of the terms done. When you complete the remainder of the terms, I will have the probation go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get the remaining terms done, the sooner you don't have to report to probation and the sooner you don't have to pay those monthly fees. I will ask that you report within the next 2 weeks. We'll give you where you need to go. And anything further, counsel?
So will he meet with probation today or will he just get reporting
Yeah,
instructions?
we'll give him where he needs to go, and he'll have to report within, say, the next 2 weeks or so.
Understood, Judge. Yes, we just need those reporting instructions and the affidavit of first conviction and that will
All
conclude
right.
our business.
Good luck. Good luck
Thank you,
to you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. This is Lucia, the Spanish speaker.
Oh, yes, good afternoon. Ms. Rosenhoover, did your client arrive?
Judge, I don't believe she has arrived, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I apologize for wasting the court's time.
Do you have contact information?
Only an email address and I have reached out.
When's the last time you spoke with her?
So I have not, this was one that I helped Mr. Haddad with and Mr. Korn with at different points. So I've spoken with her, have had contact with her when she's come into court, but not prior to today's date.
And
I believe she was taking the Family Violence Intervention Program and it took a certain amount of time to find a Spanish speaking one for her in the county she resided in. I believe the last time she came into court, she was about halfway done. That's my honest recollection.
well, I know that she's been here before. I believe that I remember her. And I hate to put a bench warrant out for her, given that she has shown up in the past. So I'm going to place her on a show cause calendar, give her an opportunity to show cause calendar. And then if she doesn't show, of course, I'll have
Completely
no option
understood.
but to put a bench warrant out for her. So thank you, Madam Interpreter. We appreciate you being here
I
with us. Ms. Rodriguez has not appeared, and we were anticipating that we were going to need your services.
No worries, Your Honor. Could you, because I don't have the calendar, could you tell me what the case is? I'm sorry, 23?
Okay, it's case number 21 CR 005893E. The defendant's name is Marcia, Marcia Rodriguez.
Perfect. If she happens to come to court or something like that, please reach out to me. I am at my desk right now.
Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here this afternoon, as always. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Judge. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Yeah. Okay.
Position 9 on the final pleading. Can we get a recent on that so we can get in contact? And if the reading, make all of the.
Okay, so what calendar would you like me to place this on?
We can do any calendar, Your Honor, it doesn't matter, it's gonna be a null cost of my victims made whole. I guess fine with me.
Okay. Let's just put it on a status calendar so that, we can get it done in the morning and, okay? All right, and she didn't show today, is that right?
She appeared, Judge.
Oh.
She's here.
Oh.
Stand up, Miss So.
Oh, okay. Hi, Miss. Good afternoon, Miss. So yes, so we will place your case on a status calendar in the future. You'll get notification and hopefully your case will be null prost before that time. Okay.
You wanna just go talk to her? Okay.
So you just need to make the insurance payment.
That's-
Not gonna be able to find what happened.
I think, yeah.
She's insured now, and it's a 2016.
No, I'm asking the victims.
Even nobody contacted me at all, anything.
Oh, wow.
Even I had moved, so I didn't even get any kind of interaction from anyone until I was called like some months ago.
That's not good. That she might have to. Yeah, she might go to the.
It's been so long ago, I'm sure they probably did because nobody contacted me again about anything. It was my car that was actually. I thought it was a guy's.
How was his car?
His car didn't even look scathed at all. It was my car. It was minor damages on it. It was mine that was.
Final plea.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's, we're going over the calendar. We've completed everyone here in the courtroom. So, I'm not sure who's still with us.
Understood, Judge.
Ms. Helen.
Yes,
and
Judge.
Ms. Shelley. Okay. Okay, whenever you're ready. I'm sorry, no, I
I'm
was, I
sorry,
was on
Judge.
mute.
Okay, this is the ORCA final plea calendar. Position 1 was a plea. Position 2 was a plea. Position 3, jury trial demand. Position 4, reset to final plea, further notice. Position 5, jury trial demand. Position 6, reset to final plea, further notice. Position 7, bench warrant. Position 8, reset to show cause, further notice. Position 9, null pros. The ORCA show cause. Position 1, jury trial demand. Position 2, null pros. Position 3, jury trial demand.
Questions, concerns?
Judge, I missed the announcement for position 3 on the show cause. Is he represented by our office or is he proceeding pro se? I have a note that he spoke with the Solicitor General's office.
Right, it's my understanding that he's proceeding pro se.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing further, I will see you all tomorrow.
We'll see you then.
Thank
See you then, Judge. Thank you.
Okay.